In one of the UK's poorest coastal communities, the spotlight once again rests on the Bibby Stockholm barge, a 222-room, three-storey boat chartered by the UK government for 18 months, which docked in July and is now deemed safe again. The UK Home Office has begun moving migrants back on board after they were removed following the discovery in August of Legionella bacteria. Here, on the Isle of Portland, it's a controversial issue.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think it makes sense to most people who really have any kind heart for other human beings, really.
I think most people are afraid of the sort of demographic that it is, which is men, single men, and that's really it.
They should process asylum seekers properly, and if their claim is valid, then they should be integrated into our community. I don't agree with keeping them as prisoners.
As the debate surrounding the backlog of asylum seekers in the UK continues, the Bibby Stockholm, which will eventually be home to a total of 500 men, is seen as part of a potential solution by the government. But the backlog of asylum seekers is big. 175,000 people are waiting to be processed. A barge in a port on private property behind these barriers, intended to show there was no luxury in the UK's asylum process. But as well as Legionella bacteria, a type of pneumonia being found on board, concerns were also raised about fire safety and about far-right activity in the area. But the UK government says the barge is now safe again and will reduce the cost of keeping asylum seekers in hotels.
I think it's an interesting strategy, but I'm not sure how comfortable the local people are having the barge sat there with that big group of people.
There's lots of people coming over, being assessed as to whether they're economic migrants or refugees. I guess there's a backlog. People need to go somewhere. I'm not sure if this is the right place where they need to go, but they need to go somewhere.
A second judicial review claim has been issued in the UK's High Court to challenge the government's decision. But the UK Home Office says it's confident the barge will house asylum seekers safely and securely.